watching Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Tonight, it's just two broken bearded men. That's it. And broken, I mean, because we've been shoveling and snow blowing and blowing shovels and snows.
Take the snow blower so it works.
Buddy, I tell you, the last few days, ever since Thursday, has been absolutely painful. We're not young men anymore, Sean. This stuff breaks us.
I'm getting older, and I've got physical issues, so...
Yeah, me too. I hear what you're saying. I've got... I'm at the point now where I'm thinking that I should buy myself a nice side-by-side with a blade, and that way I can just hop into the side-by-side. Nice, heated, warm cab, have the music going, a couple of scrapes on the machine, and driveway's done.
I don't mind being out at it. It's the fact I still had to shovel some of it, and it's bloody heavy.
Yep. There is
Next year, there's an electric snow thrower going to be there along with it.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. But it's good. I mean, it's good to finally see the snow down. We were late getting our snow this year, so of course all the industries, mine included, are now picking up, and things are going good. Marble Mountain's open. All the trails, snowmobile trails, are all open. Things are turning the corner, so it's good to see that the winter economy, the winter tourism economy, has rebounded. So it's good to see. We were late getting it, but enough's enough.
A friend of mine is rejoicing the fact that she's actually getting use of her ski pass this year.
Oh, well, see, that's good. See, there you go, right? People who bought ski passes, season ski passes, are now getting to use them. So that's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right. I don't know about you, but this has been a bit of a slow week when it comes to the geek-centric stuff. Have you guys seen Captain America yet?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Without spoilers, I haven't seen it yet. I'm not going to see it probably till next week.
We had to resort to other methods because we were snowed in, essentially.
Yes, yeah. What do you think? What's your opinion?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad?
Not bad.
Okay. Apparently it did well in audience reviews. Of course, though, people were saying critics, and you know what we say about critics, whatever. But audience reviews for it were really, really good. I think it got like 82% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, something like that. So
the action was good. The story is pretty decent, and it went in a couple different directions.
I did hear it was a little bit rambling.
Well, not so much rambling. It's setting up stuff, and and as well as kind of backtracking to some other stuff, and yeah.
Any surprises?
Not really a surprise, but they said what the thing in the ocean is and what you're getting from it.
We kind of know that it's the Celestial.
Yeah, the material from the Celestial.
I'm willing to bet I'm going to say adamantium.
Spoiler alert. Yes.
I kind of figured they were going in that direction.
First thing they're doing is recovering a sample stolen by someone.
Oh, okay, all right. Don't need to know who. That's good there. We've had that kind of on our radar for a while, though. We've been saying that for like the last year, ever since this thing started, getting traction. That what they would be mining is adamantium. So, makes perfect sense. We've got the X-Men coming up in a couple of years. They've got to have
Secret Wars.
What?
It sets up Secret Wars.
Oh. So, okay, so without spoilers, there is one post-credit scene? Mm-hmm. Does that set up Secret Wars? Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. All right, okay, so we're going to have the...
you can say the big bad sets it up?
No.
The big bad for the movie?
Okay.
He alludes to that he knows.
Ah, okay, all right, good enough.
Knows about the other multiverses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's
okay.
more than one universe, he said.
Okay, well, we, the audience, know this anyway, because, of course, Multiverse of Madness.
But you know who the bad guy is in the movie.
Oh.
In Brave New World.
Sidewinder, isn't it? No.
He's not the main bad guy, no.
Okay.
He's not the string puller.
I don't know who the string puller is, so don't...
The string puller says...
Don't! Say who it is, though.
No.
Okay.
But a string puller says that he's aware of other universes existing side by side.
Interesting. Okay, all right. That's enough of a breakdown. So you give it about what? How many shields out of 10?
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Seven shields out of 10. All right, sounds good. And there was a lot of discussion online about Sam Wilson being Captain America. Of course,
he does a good job. But I mean, he's not a super soldier.
Yeah, he's not a super soldier, right? He never was.
He's got some good kit.
Yeah. Okay. And we get a new Falcon in this movie. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, he has a code name.
What's his code name? Spoil it.
Bucky.
Nah.
Yep.
They refer to the new Falcon as Bucky?
Yep.
All right.
Because it's Captain America and Bucky.
So, in the poster for this, there's a young girl in the poster of the movie. Does that turn out to be Ricky Barnes?
No, Sabra.
Okay. Who?
Remember they talked about before Sabra from Marvel. She's working with the President's detail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like an ass kicker.
Okay, Sabra.
You get to see her like do like wrestling moves. She grabs chairs and like breaks them over people and stuff. So great.
Isn't Sabra like a Middle Eastern hero?
Israeli.
Okay.
Israeli.
All right.
But yeah, it's pretty good. We saw that. We've been caught up on Invincible.
I'm not. I'm still 2 episodes, I think, behind.
There's a couple of fake outs of like you think the episode's ending.
Yeah.
And then other stuff happens.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil anything. Stuff happens.
It's almost like they're doing kind of a post-credit scene pre-credits.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
It's pretty long.
Is it?
Post-credit-ish thing, it's actually just meanwhile.
Oh,
and then the other
okay.
spot.
Okay.
So they break it up between like on Earth and the prison.
The prison where Nolan and Alan are being held. Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
Because it's pretty fun.
Okay. I may get a chance to watch that tomorrow night. We'll see.
I like how they'll like, not this episode, previous episode, they're just hitting him with the laser and he's got to pretend like it hurts.
Yeah.
Because it's not even really hurting him that much.
It's not even hurting him, no. Yeah.
You know, every time he gets beat down, he just like comes back from it stronger. He's like Doomsday.
Yeah, yeah.
We watched that.
Are you caught up on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
Yes,
I'm not either.
Caught up on those. Yeah.
This was a bad week for me because I had a lot of stuff going on in the evenings. So the evenings that I would have a chance to watch it, I was out of the house, so I didn't get a chance to get caught up.
Sometimes if she kind of dozes off on the couch or she's not home during evening, I'll catch up on something. But it's hard because I have to make some choices because I'm like in season 7 of 10 of Shameless or 11.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm trying to get through Shameless USA.
Yeah. And that's got like what, 12 seasons, 13 seasons?
11 or 12 seasons,
yeah, that's a lot.
Because some of them left around in season 10.
Yeah. We're facing eyes into the 2nd season of Severance right now, and man,
we got to get the first one.
Oh, the episode that was filmed here in Newfoundland was on last week.
Okay.
Very interesting episode. It's kind of cool though because it's not really recognizable as an area of Newfoundland. Like it's not like downtown St. John's or anything.
It's supposed to be nondescript coastal.
Yeah, yeah, and it's kind of like that's got the Newfie feel to it.
Yeah.
Like it feels like the coast of Newfoundland.
Somebody drives by on the radio, is a great big sea.
Yeah, right. And that was a fairly intense episode. This 2nd season is a lot darker than what the 1st season was. So interested to see where Severance is going to go. If anybody's watching Severance, wow, share your thoughts with us. Give us a call. 632 shit. It's been that long since I even mentioned it. What is it? 632 5555?
5555. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
We don't even have it. We should have it like on the wall here so people can see on the Rogers feed.
It's been so long since we actually talked about people calling in. I forget what the number is. Anyway.
Just try not to bother me and put me to sleep. I have 50 minutes to stay awake.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so tired from the snow. We watched something else, though. I'm trying to remember. We watched Harley Quinn, but there was a couple other shows. Oh, Mythic Quest is back.
Mythic Quest, what's that?
That's the one with Rob, what's his name from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Rob Delahaney or something?
Yeah, him and another lady are like 2 people who run a games company. It's on Apple TV. It's on Apple Plus or whatever.
Apple Plus? Okay, I'm going to check that one out then.
Yeah, that one's been on. That's in like its 4th, 5th season. It's pretty funny because people in it are so weird and so funny. This one, like, they go for a team building exercise, so they go this old like colonial cabin mansion thing for a murder mystery.
Okay, I'd be down for that.
And
though.
every time somebody gets murdered, they just get up. It's like, yeah, I'm not selling it. I'm just gonna get drunk now.
Yeah.
So they're just all sitting back and like making fun of everybody else because they're dead and they don't have to play along anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would absolutely enjoy.
It's a good cast.
There was something that was on my mind I wanted to bring up about something. Anyway, forget it. It'll pop back into my head. So Mythic Quest, okay. I'll have to. You're wearing the shirt. That's what.
Oh, yeah, the pictures that came out.
Yeah.
Did you notice his shirts?
Yeah,
that color, and he's got a white shirt under it.
Yeah, I did notice that.
So he's like in Prince Adam gear.
Yeah. So the filming has begun on the new Masters of the Universe live action movie. Buddy looks just like Prince Adam.
Yeah, they showed a gym shot of him and the girl who plays Tila, the one from Riverdale.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're getting toned up.
They're getting in shape, and he
eating like chicken breast.
That one picture where they show him and he's doing the laugh, and I was like, yeah, okay. This is going to be good. They're
if they do that song. I wonder if that song plays at any point when he's on Earth.
What's that?
What's Up by Four Non-Blondes. That's what that song is. The Prince Adam laugh thing.
Yeah.
You've seen the meme?
I've seen the meme.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Four Non-Blondes.
Oh, okay.
Song, What's Up?
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made that figure as a commemorative figure for a con there the other year. Yeah. It was a con exclusive. I don't know if it was San Diego or what, but it's like Laughing Prince Adam, and it's like got the background from the part in the video where he's laughing.
Oh God, really?
Note, but yeah, it's basically the What's Up.
Okay.
Yeah, but the pictures look good.
It looks good. It definitely looks interesting. So does that take place?
Part of it takes place on Earth.
On Earth?
Yeah.
So are they doing like a remake of the original?
Yeah, I think they're more taken from the cartoon though. But in this, somebody said apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, that he's supposed to have been raised on Earth because his mother's human, right?
Yes, his mother's human.
So, yeah, maybe he's raised on Earth and then stuff's bringing him back to Eternia.
Okay. I'm down with that. I could live with that. As long as we don't get Gwildor, I'm happy. Or
Orko, yeah, they had Gwildor because of unknown. I guess they couldn't float around the guy.
Yeah,
so
probably not.
Billy Barty from Bizarre.
Yeah,
he was on Bizarre a lot, eh? You watch that show?
Yeah, who didn't watch Bizarre back in the day?
He was their stock little guy.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, that's Billy Barty.
Okay.
He's also in UHF.
Oh, okay.
The one that Buddy trips up, and then at the end he trips him up.
Right.
Did I do that? Oopsie.
But it looks like it's going to be a good movie. So hopefully it's true to the 80s animated series.
As long as it's fun.
And as long as we get a proper Skeletor.
I'm trying to remember. It's what's his name? Who was the Joker and all that stuff, wasn't it? He's Skeletor? I'm trying to remember.
Who?
30 Seconds of Mars guy. Jared Leto.
Oh, no. He's not Skeletor, is he? Oh, God.
Well, as long as
we definitely don't need more Jared Leto.
Man, if he totally channels the 80s Skeletor, I'd be down for that.
They've got to. I mean, you know what? Let it be Jared Leto and still have Mark Hamill do the voice. Is it Jared Leto? Please don't tell me it's Jared Leto.
The AI Jared Leto has been cast as Skeletor in the upcoming live-action Masters of the Universe movie, along with they name a lot of them. Alison Brie is Evil Lynn, Idris Elba, Man-at-Arms.
I knew that.
And yeah, Camila Mendes. That's the name of the girl who plays Captain Tila.
Okay.
So she's Captain Garpaz. Yeah, Nicholas Galdstein. That's the name of the guy who plays Adam He-Man. But yeah, besides that is Sam C. Wilson plays Trapjaw. And Hawthorne Bjornsson plays Goatman.
Who's Goatman?
He's like some newer character.
Oh, okay.
And Koho Ata plays Triclops.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a picture of him before. He's built. He's big, burly dude. Just like keeping with the figure look, I guess. Everybody's got big buff.
Big, bulky, buff. Yeah, like, they've got to.
No body fat.
Yeah. Right.
And like, it'd be funny if you couldn't move.
They've got to maintain those masculine image standards of image and blah, 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 whatever. But I mean, realistically, the Masters Universe, that's exactly what it was. Like
it's just a power fantasy for kids.
Yeah, that's all it was, right? Like, I mean, look, you've got Prince, or you've got He-Man on your T-shirt there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, dude is...
The most powerful man in the universe.
The most powerful man in the universe, right? Like, he is a pound of muscle. Pounds of muscle. So, anyway, that's what we're going to see. We know that's what we're going to see. I'm really not happy that Jared Leto is... Oh, God, because... I'm sorry, he ruined the Joker for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely ruined the Joker for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We watched The Substance.
What's that?
Someone with Demi Moore. And so, spoiler alert, anybody hasn't seen it, but it's a fun little, like, sort of a comedy horror movie.
Okay.
So Demi Moore is this lady who just hits 50. She's the main, like, aerobics lady for this TV show.
Okay. Is this an older movie?
No, it's new. This came out like, a few months ago.
Okay.
Guy who runs the station tells her basically, well, her name's Elizabeth Sparkle, by the way. He's like, you're done. Basically, not so many words, she aged out. She's like an Academy Award nominated kind of thing. So, on the way home, she's driving. She gets T-boned by a vehicle as she's trying to see the billboard, which she thought was for her, and somebody's actually ripping it down. And so she's at the doctor's office and gets checked over by this model-looking nurse and says, oh, just call this number, blah, blah, blah. And then they call, and she goes and sees them about it, and it's The Substance, and she gets like a little thumb drive in the mail, and basically you shoot yourself up with this activator, and there's like these bottles in there in this long thread and line, and basically you have another you, a younger, better you, come out of your back, and so you sew that person up from where you come out, and you basically are one person sharing two bodies. You can be the younger person for a week and then you for a week.
Okay.
But you got to respect the balance, because they say in everything you get from your supplier, you are one, even though like you look like this younger new ball, whatever. And then anyways, the younger her goes off to the audition to be the new her. Okay. New Elizabeth Sparkle, some audition, she gets it. And she's like perfect and, beautiful, flawless.
So do they transfer consciousness between the...
Yeah, every 7 days. And you got to extract one from the other of this, like, feed or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But, like, the younger one stops respecting the balance, and the older one, yeah. And so things go awry, as they always do. It's very much the Faustian deal, and goes over the top at the end a bit, almost Monty Python-esque.
Right.
But it's good. It's a satire on, like, basically aging in Hollywood and the desperation of it, and they make it a little bit, like I said, like a Faustian deal that you do with a faceless other party.
That actually sounds very interesting.
It got an award at Cannes for best script.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It got a Palme d'Or for that. It is well written, and like it's very much like almost like a storybook or like a graphic novel. Very much like there's no brand names on anything, and it's just this. They stick very tightly to the story. There's no showing this actor and actress there. It's actually a very small cast, but like the colors and the shots they do, and like little bits grotesque. Like Dennis Quaid plays the executive guy, and he's very like repugnant and disgusting. Like he's eating like shrimp, and they're zooming in on him, like sucking on his fingers and eating from it and stuff like that. And like she's just like soaking this all in with this resigned look on her face. But it's great. It's well shot, and it's not a very high budget movie at all. But like a lot of people are like, oh, go see this movie, and like friends of mine did too. And I finally broke down and we watched it together, and it was like, yeah. We watched that one, and there was another horror movie we watched before that, but I actually like this one better because I can remember this one. Right. It was great. I just sucked it in the whole time. It was just, you couldn't stop watching, and like just the little things. It's like the two lives split from the one person. It's like a train wreck. You can't look away. It kind of is, but like you're seeing it slowly go off the rails in super slow motion. Right. Because like it's like, that person's weak and that person's weak. They're the one person, but the personalities start to diverge. That would kind of make sense, though, because, just based on life experiences. And I mean, like, if I had the opportunity to go back and experience my life now as 25 years younger, I think I would become a totally different person. And when your consciousness would transfer back to your original self, I think there would be some difficulty adapting there. Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. Oh, we watched that. We watched Small 2. Okay. Yeah, I like The Substance more than Small 2. And Small 2 wasn't bad, but like kind of basically the same story.
Yeah.
So, you know,
a lot of those.
it.
Yeah, a lot of those movies are like that. Though. I mean,
Some movies I don't want to see a sequel to.
No, like look at the Saw franchise.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Oh my god!
Like,
I watched the first one. They start pumping them out every year. I'm like, no. If you're doing it in that much frequency,
Yeah, it's sure it's. I guess if you're a horror fan, which I'm really not, yeah, you're getting your gore fix, but it's the same thing over. But yet they'll turn around and say, well, this Marvel movie or this Star Trek movie or this Star Wars movie was the exact same as one that came before. Yeah, but your Saw movies are exactly the same.
basically the same formula.
Iteration after iteration. Like we're talking about a formulaic movie. So, you know, my underlying theme right now is just let people enjoy what they enjoy. I'm not saying, I'm not bashing any of these horror movies or any of these other movies or any books or TV shows that are formulaic. As long as you enjoy it, the world is shitty enough right now. Enjoy what you enjoy.
Exactly.
Perfect attitude to have.
Yeah.
Unless you enjoy hating on people and things. And too bad.
No.
Anyway, we won't get into that.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew. So Thunderbolts is just around the corner as well.
I haven't watched the new trailer. Apparently one came out the other day or something.
Yeah, came out a couple days ago, and it gives us a little more about Sentry and the Void, which was kind of neat to see. And we know
Speaking of two beings in one.
Yeah. Speaking of two beings in one body, we know what the asterisk stands for now. Thunderbolts, asterisk. The Avengers were not available.
The B team.
So they're like the B team, right? That's exactly what they are. I mean, if you're not familiar with the Thunderbolts history, they started out as criminals who were masquerading as superheroes, so they could earn the public's trust and all this other stuff. Eventually, they became
Actual kind of heroes.
actual kind of heroes. There's been lots of Thunderbolts iterations over the years. Mainly, they're like the heroes who will do the things that heroes won't normally do.
Yeah. They're like the Suicide Squad.
They're kind of like the Suicide Squad. Like they don't really have the moral compass.
No.
Right? Like I think Winter Soldier or Bucky or whatever you want to call him is supposed to be the moral center of the team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says a lot right there, right? Like, the Winter Soldier, not exactly a moral compass.
He appears in the Captain America movie.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't ruin it, though, because although women get thirsty for him in his proximity, that's just a given.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just when you see him, it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like the moral compass for all the. Yeah, you got like Red Guardian, you got the other Black Widow, the little ornery little sister, rebellious, and then
you got Ghost, you got Taskmaster. Who else are U.S. Agent? Right. So you got
Captain America for like a minute.
A minute. Who was violent beyond violent. So you got the quote unquote heroes who are more anti-heroes.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm believe it or not, I'm actually looking forward to Thunderbolts because for a couple of reasons. I like that theme.
Yeah.
Right.
I do too.
I just hope they don't run with too much comedy in it, right? Because Thunderbolts was never a comedic series. It was a little bit dark and a little more grounded. I also like the fact that we're finally getting the Sentry in live action MCU, because until it was revealed that the Sentry and the Void are the same person, the Sentry was like the Superman of the Marvel Comics universe, the 616 universe, right? And the Marvel Comics and the Sentry has been responsible for a lot of different things that happened in the comics. Like he was the carrier of the zombie virus that infected the Ultimate Universe, and eventually made its way to different universes, and that's where we got Marvel Zombies from. So we're kind of delving into a little more obscure Marvel history now with the Sentry, right? So, and he was touted. One of the things I love, he was always touted as the creation that Stan Lee forgot. But
I remember that, the Wizard magazine.
Yeah, like they did like
old school sketches. And
they
all
did,
that stuff.
yeah, exactly. They did the whole thing, and we were all like, at the time, we were all like, oh my god, Stan Lee never produced this character before, and holy crap, like there's work here by like Sal Buscema and all these. Wow, like what's going on here? This is a new character that's been locked away, and then we realized it was all just a PR ploy. This was a new character they had created in like 1999 98 or 99 or something like that, or 2000.
Yeah, around then. I think it was when Joe Quesada became EIC.
You're right. It is when Joe Quesada became EIC. Yeah. And I was like, oh, damn.
Still at work.
Still at work. I don't even know if the Sentry is even around in the Marvel Comics right now. I don't think he is.
Not lately, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. He kind of pops up like he was an Avenger, and he tried to get his darker half, the Void, under control. He ripped Carnage in half, which is kind of brutal.
Barely, he can't die unless he wants to.
Yeah. And they describe his power as the same as, what is it, 1 million exploding suns? Like, okay, that's very random. What exactly does that mean? Like, so he can fly?
It's like a 60s feel.
Yeah,
1 million exploding suns.
Yeah.
It's just like Astro Boy's like 1 million horsepower or something.
Right, yeah. So it's got that, everything about him's got that retro feel. And anyway, I'm going to be interested to see what they do with that.
May, I think, that comes out.
I believe so. April or May or something like that. Yeah. So I just hope we don't get movie after movie after movie. Because, this year we've got Captain America Brave New World. We've got Thunderbolts. We've got Fantastic Four coming out in July.
Yeah.
Right? What else is coming out? I'm for sure there's not just 3.
For the Marvel stuff?
Yeah. And we know, of course, James Gunn's Superman's coming out the same day as Fantastic Four. Is that correct? I think so.
I think they're going head to head.
So obviously we're not going to get one or the other here because they're not going to have 2 superhero movies playing at our theater.
Oh, I don't know. Well, Superman's a big deal too. And Fantastic Fours as well. They're both big deals.
They're both big deals, but if I had to place money on it, I would say we're getting Superman.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll go Steve Mo for Fantastic Four.
Well, I would say we'll get Superman before Fantastic Four, but Fantastic Four will be here at some point. It probably won't be on release day, but we'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I don't mind waiting.
I'm patient. What was it we watched as well? There's some other video they're talking about some of the other stuff that's planning on coming out. Well, I know Star Trek's going to be out in April or something, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah, you mean Strange New World. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit later, and believe it or not, it's been like, what now, 2 years?
Yeah.
Since we've had an episode of Strange New Worlds. Is that how long it's been?
Yeah, because they were rotating all the different shows.
Yeah.
You get like Strange New Worlds, and you get Discovery, and we had Picard there the other year, so that like pushed stuff apart.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, Picard was last year, so we didn't get Strange New Worlds. Did we get? I don't really remember.
But
when was the last time we had Strange New Worlds? Was it fall of 2023?
I think, or that following like January. I think it was like a winter series.
Okay.
Because that's when they got the trip to Toronto and
you are.
And what's her name is the new engineer.
Right, you are. Yeah. Because that ended, and then Picard picked up a month later, and we had Picard all through fall or spring and June, I think it was. Yeah. So. And then we got Lower Decks.
Yeah.
And then we got the abysmal Section 31 movie.
I'm just going to memory erase that one.
It's so funny because you see it on, Paramount has all these, I want to say pseudo groups on Facebook, and they're really, really trying to play up Section 31 was so good. No, it was not. It was awful.
Contractual obligation.
That's exactly what it was.
It was like, you guys have to legally put this out.
Yeah.
But hopefully that's just that's done now. And
yeah. Just they ruined. I think they ruined the concept of Section 31.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, a few people said that. It's not horrible, but they don't get the concept at all.
Nope.
Like that ship that they showed and all of our crew that was supposed to be, and then that never came to fruition.
Yep.
And it was just some scow and Guardians of the Galaxy from Temu.
Guardians of the Galaxy from Temu.
That's basically what they were trying to go for, that kind of feel to it, and that, and the goofy android body, Scottish Irish thing, and the shape changer who's sassy.
Yep.
And the Roid Robo guy, and the what was she again? Delton.
And
And
which they didn't even get into.
No, because she was like the first bit of cannon fodder.
Yeah, like
oh no, I'm supposed to feel bad for you.
Right? Like they killed off the Delton before anything even happened. Before anything not much interesting happened. But before anything interesting happened, like the only thing that really was interesting with that movie was the little bit of Giorgio's backstory.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they had done more with that, I would have been like, oh, okay.
I did some math.
Okay. She
should be 100.
Maybe she is.
Well, okay, so Discovery, when she comes over, that's the 2250s.
Right.
Now, I looked up her memory alpha file. She was born in like the 20 teens or no, even before then. Like, she's supposed to be like approaching middle age in Discovery.
Okay.
This takes place in the early 24th century.
What?
Yes. Rachel Garrett. She's the captain of 171C.
So it did, right.
That's Rachel Garrett.
Yeah.
The young girl with the bob haircut. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be post-Undiscovered Country.
So
that's what I mean. Like, and that means that Philippa Giorgio, Empress Giorgio, should be 100 years old.
Yeah.
People are like, oh well, Garrett and no. They explicitly say in the material it's the early 24th century, but that brings me with a problem, and that's the thing. She's like 100.
Yeah.
Unless she's been getting like a lot of augmentation and stuff like that, and rejuvenation, but.
You know, she did come from the mirror universe where maybe she had all that stuff done to her so she would be a long-serving empress.
Yeah. They make no mention about that, though. She's like 100.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I hadn't even done math on that. You're right. Yes, she would be like 100 years old.
She's like the age of Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 2412 or something like that. 2312, I mean, like the early... This is supposed to be in the Lost Era. Yeah.
I should have realized that when I saw Rachel Garrett. I was like, yeah, because I was a little bit excited. And I mean, they made they just could have done so much with her too, right? Like we see a little bit, but they didn't. Like we see her in Cause and Effect. No, not Cause and Effect.
Yesterday's Enterprise.
Yesterday's Enterprise, right? We see her. We get this interesting kind of semi backstory about what happened with the Enterprise C, and you know, we see her again. She's at she's the statue at the place that they bomb and in Picard, and I'm like, so Rachel Garrett did have some kind of important impact on history, obviously, and they did nothing with the character.
Yeah.
Like, here is your opportunity to take a character that we marginally know anything about and do something important with. And
all she is the wet behind the ears character.
That's
and it kind of had that vague vibe of Rebel Moon, where it was just like, you've got this like barely tangible concept and script, and you just kind of throw some things at it, and
and hope that it works. Well, I mean, look at that character. What was his name? Zeph. Was that Borg technology? Was that augment?
Yeah, he's supposed to like an augment or something like that. I thought like, oh, he's supposed to be like into machinery or something, identifying with it or something. I don't know.
That was so bad.
Yeah, it was so bad and so weird.
So weird. I think the only other thing that came out of it that was kind of cool was the other guy who was actually an augment from Earth, like one of Khan's augments, who had. So he, refresh my memory here now because I might be remembering this wrong. He was a human that was saved by one of Khan's followers, and they augmented him over time.
Gene therapy.
Through gene therapy and all this other stuff. So was he actually, he wasn't on the Botany Bay, but he must have been on another
there's
one
others,
of those colony ships.
What's her name from Strange New Worlds?
Yes.
She's a descendant of Khan.
She's a descendant of Khan.
She's like the grandchild of Khan, but like there's more than just the Botany Bay, and there are other sleeper ships, etc.
Yeah, there were other sleeper ships. So, so I'm wondering, like, is he from like 21st century Earth?
Could be. If he was on a sleeper ship,
right? So, anyway, that's another interesting concept that they just farted out the window because they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything with it. They did nothing about this Section 31 movie to make it even anybody go, we need more of this. No, we don't.
I think they're going to get rid of that Andrew, what's his name, showrunner, hopefully, and they'll put Terry Metalis in where he belongs.
God, could you imagine?
Oh, like Picard Season 3 was just like, this is what he can do. And, like, it was great.
Yeah.
Friends of mine are like, should I watch the other two? No, read the synopsis and then jump right into
season 3.
TNG Season 8.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It definitely was. It was like a 10-hour TNG farewell tour.
Yeah.
Right?
The right fanfare.
With the right stuff happening in it. So it was, a whole hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Will we ever see the TNG characters again, you think?
There's been talks here and there, so I could see Worf maybe.
Worf, definitely. I think if we ever get off the ground, if Star Trek Legacy ever gets off the ground, Captain Seven, we got Jack Crusher, new Jack Crusher, Jack the Second. We got Raffi, so.
Bring back the old captain as an EMH or ECH.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I think Patrick Stewart, unfortunately, is getting a little bit long in the tooth now. I don't think he really needs to do any more work. Yeah. But, it would be nice to see, like, Jonathan Frakes again. Or Beverly Crusher, Gates McFadden, see her again.
She's on, she did an interview there the other month on Inside You. It's Mike Rosenbaum's podcast.
Okay.
He played Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she was on there and talked about a few things like the showrunner, she didn't get along with him while she had to leave for a season and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the confusing era when we had Beverly Crusher and then we didn't. And Pulaski, and then we didn't.
Grouchy old Bones as a girl.
Right. And Bone.
She didn't give Data a hard time like you would with Spock.
And she used to call Data.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to hate that so much.
Yeah.
God, give it up.
Apparently she did it as a favor to Roddenberry, and her one condition was no makeup. They did like makeup with her once, but that was it. She's in no makeup.
Because she had done a character on the original series.
Two. She
right.
was the blind lady who had like this dress that was like a visor.
Right.
She had dark hair then, and she was something in a red dress and not Command Red and Operations Red.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
2 different roles in TOS.
Yeah. You're right. I completely forgot about the second one. She did play a Starfleet character.
Deanna Mulder.
Yep.
Yeah, there hasn't been too much. I got to look that up again, too. There's supposed to be something else coming out this week, and I keep forgetting what it is. Because I like, Invincible totally crept up on me coming out.
Yeah, me too. I didn't even know it was out, and I saw it online, and I was like, what? When did Invincible start? And it was like a three-episode season drop. So I was like, whoa, 3 episodes. Okay. Maybe I'll get a chance to watch one of them tonight.
There you go.
We'll have to see. Either that or Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, you should catch up on that.
Yeah. Which, if you're not watching, is a very interesting take on Spider-Man as well.
They talk about more history, too. About that world.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's another one that ties into the multiverse, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, like, even with the upcoming Fantastic Four movie, it's becoming more and more apparent. And I believe Kevin Feige has actually said, or probably not said, intimated, that Fantastic Four does take place in another universe.
Yeah, in the multiverse.
Right? So that's why the aesthetic is different.
Super science in the 60s.
Yeah, super science in the 60s. Kirby tech. Everything's got a little flash of Kirby tech because, of course, Jack Kirby was their artist.
I love Jack Kirby.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, let's put the right date here. Oh, I'm so stiff and sore from that snow. I just want to take a bath in some ibuprofen. Let's see, now February.
You can do that when you go home. Don't do it here.
Oh, I'm not doing it here. Oh, because I want to be somewhere I can pass out. Let's see, TV shows expected and debuting. Wireless, Grosse Pointe Garden Society, Zero Day, Beyond the Gates, Running Point, Daredevil's in March. Mm-hmm.
Reacher.
Yes, Reacher's coming up in like a week.
Something like that. It's sometime this month.
See now.
Which, of course, if you have not been living under a rock, good parts of like a good section of season 3 of Reacher was filmed in St. John's.
Yep.
So watch it. It's standing in for a town in Maine, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Thursday the 20th, which is
next Thursday.
4 days from now.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Oh man, Jack Reacher's such a good series.
That man hands out ass whoopings with Costco levels of wholesale.
I like that. I like that.
I like some of the coordinated fights they were doing in the second season where it's him and his crew.
Yeah.
And she's just, hey, everybody okay? She's effed up my heel.
Yeah.
Because she like stuck it in a guy's eye.
Yeah. Oh, so, but good. It's a great little. It's not a little series. It's a great series.
Yeah, it's
right.
fun.
And Alan Richardson like embodies Jack Reacher. Like if you've read any of he's so big. Well, he is big, but he's also
a bigger
not.
Guy in the trailer. Yeah.
Right. Like Alan Richardson's only 6'2".
Yeah.
Right?
But when he lies on his side, he's 7 foot tall.
Yeah, he's also built like a brick shithouse, too.
Yeah.
So, there is that. I would love to see him play. Like, he's said a few times now he wants to play Batman, like play an older version of Batman.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see Alan Richardson as the Dark Knight.
They want to have Damian. Damian's going to be in Brave and Bold, so it would be an older Batman.
Oh, that makes perfect sense then.
So that means there's been like more than one Robin. They got an interesting opportunity to do something right now because if they're doing it with Damian around. Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Second one. You got Starro.
Yes.
And so the follow to that would be maybe Batman has a Jarro. You don't know Jarro, do you?
No.
He's a Starro that Batman raised to show nature versus nurture. And Jarro considers himself one of the sons. And he's a Robin at one point.
Are you serious?
Yep. Yeah, look up Jarro sometime. He's adorable.
Jarro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they kept him in a jar for a little while. Because he's one of the stars that broke off.
Are you serious?
Yep. He's adorable.
Okay.
He has like total daydreams, like being like a Robin with the suit and the staff and all the stuff and the cape.
Gonna have to watch.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to look that
There's
up.
pictures online like Batman like holding him, like cuddling him, because he's trying to show him. Like,
Is this a recent thing?
this is like 5 years, maybe, like
Okay.
post Rebirth.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Jarro. He
Jarro.
calls Batman Dad.
Interesting. What's the latest word on the absolute lines? Because it seems that it's dropped off a little bit. Like I haven't.
It's dropped off. I've been reading it, but when I've been getting around to it, and it's still doing good. Batman has been like a total ride, but I got to sit down and like put time aside now because I'm reading other stuff just that comes up and gets my interest. I'm like, oh, I got to get back to this. I'm supposed to read this.
Right.
And yeah, because I got it there on the tablet, I just got to sit down, like catch up on like the third issue of Superman and Wonder Woman, and then Batman. I got like 2 issues to read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've gotten some stuff, not so much spoiled for me, but like some previous stuff. Like, oh no, I got to read that.
Yeah.
There's more action.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get into it too, but I'm just so eyes deep into Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because we we complain about so many channels on television now, so many streaming services, and it seems like there's nothing to watch, and it's turning into the same thing with comics. Like there's so many comics out there.
Yeah.
Like, what do you read? Where do you
And
where do
there's
you
older
start?
series like to pick up on. One Star Squadron is like one of the best things I read in like the last 5 years.
What is it?
One Star Squadron. It's basically gig economy and C-list superheroes in the DC universe.
Oh, okay.
Red Tornado's like their office manager for like that district. It's Heroes for You, whatever. And like they even started the comic with like a commercial, and it was like showing like Black Condor. You can do like stuff like Cameo, where they like, "Hi Timmy, I want to wish you a happy birthday,"
my
and all that stuff. Like we do birthday parties, and GI Robots there is like, "Hey kids, the GI Robot had 67 confirmed kills in Nam," and stuff like that. And it shows like Black Condor again, and you can have for special events. And they write down below Black Condor, not an escort service. Yeah, it's great though because there's like some Glengarry, Glen Ross, like they have a sales department and all this stuff, right?
It reminds. Can you remember that show that was on NBC there 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago? What was that called?
Powerless.
Was it Powerless?
The one with Danny Putty in them and Alan Tudyk.
I think that's the one.
Because that's one where they were working in like an insurance office.
Something insurance officer or a
it's
newspaper or something.
Wayne Enterprise.
Yes.
Alan Tudyk is Van Wayne, cousin to Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was funny.
I enjoyed that because they'd be talking about like, we got to do an insurance claim because Aquaman did this or...
It's funny because at one point, the Office Nerd, played by Ron Fuchs or whatever his name is, the same guy who's in he's King Shark and Harley Quinn, and
okay,
the van guy gets him to put together a invisible plane model, Wonder Woman's invisible plane, right? He's like, is this because your father didn't hug you enough? He's like, no, my Bugatti's because my father didn't hug me enough. This is for an actual child.
But wouldn't an invisible plane model be...
Oh, yeah, there's a gag. Somebody trips over it later on. You hear it smash and everything, but you don't see it. So, like... And there's like an off-screen appearance of Batman. Van goes around dressed as like the Robin from like the Schumacher.
The Schumacher era, yeah.
With like, you know, that molded suit look and everything and the domino mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
That was a good... That only lasted like 2 seasons, didn't it? Or
They
one?
got like a season and a half. It was the last bits of the stuff they had for the agreement because they also had Constantine for a season and that Wonder Woman pilot that never
went anywhere.
No.
That should have... I think that would have been good.
Making her like a corporate thing, though.
But didn't they did that in Wonder Woman the comics, didn't they? Like, wasn't she like CEO
for like
of
a
a company?
minute?
Oh, okay.
For like a minute, it wasn't like really anything that like stuck.
I think people were pissed off that she had pants as opposed to.
It's more practical with that. I didn't mind. The outfit was fine.
The outfit looked fine, but
I watched it the pilot the other month. You can. Okay. It's slightly unfinished with the effects and that.
Right.
But yeah, it was decent for what it was.
Yeah. I think Adrienne Palicki, I think her name was. I think she would have been a great Diana Prince.
Apparently, they're going to be coming back with another season. Speaking of her and other shows, they're going to be coming back with another season of The Orville.
The Orville.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But apparently, she's not.
No,
I've heard that rumor, and apparently she is not coming back. But again, rumor is rumor is rumor.
There was a good reason why she wouldn't, though.
Why?
Scott Grimes.
Yeah.
They were married and divorced, and the divorce didn't go down well.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, when you see, like, last season, a lot of scenes, I don't think they were in the same room. There was a lot of green screen. You can see, like, they did, like, the Marvel thing of, like, a lot of sets were, like, partial or full green screen.
Oh, gotcha.
I think they, like, depending on the scene, one or the other was green screened in.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They were married and split, and apparently it's an ugly divorce, and they got back together and then just totally split again. Yeah, so... Maybe she was just because like Grimes is like an old friend of McFarlane. So
yeah,
he would stick around. Well, he's on American Dad as well and all this stuff. He made friends with him because Scott Grimes I think auditioned for Wesley Crusher. He ended up making an appearance. He was on an episode of TNG though.
I think so. Yeah, I think. Yeah,
he has like the mullet, the red hair mullet kid thing on the go.
Oh yeah, so he did. Yeah,
he was like in the group of kids on the Enterprise, but yeah, I can see why she isn't. I was watching Shameless, and there's a character on there. He's a cop, and who's mentoring Carl. And I was like, why does he look so familiar? And then I looked like, oh, he's Bortus.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, he's great though, because no, he's just not having any of Carl's shit sometimes and stuff like that. Like he's not like deadpan like Bortus is. He's just like shows up at his doorstep. He just grabs his bat. It was like, you got about 5 seconds to get off my doorstep. Like the smile that he gives and everything, because he's a big guy.
Yeah.
But there's another show they said was coming back for another season. I can't remember what it. I should write this stuff down a bit more and be more prepared. But Snow. I'm trying to see what else is coming out, though. This is TV shows here. Oh, yeah, the Devil May Cry Netflix thing. Oh, we watched the new Witcher animated thing on Netflix. It was a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's...
I did hear about it. I haven't watched it.
He looks like Cavill, but it's actually the game's voice actor for Geralt, and it's a bit anime looking, and they go to this town where there's a king... And there's sea people as well, mer people, and he kind of has to get in between that, and because there's deviousness, and it almost is like a Little Mermaid at one point because there's a musical number.
Whatever happened to the 4th season of The Witcher?
That's on the way.
It is on the way.
It is on the way
because that's the one where Liam Hemsworth is taking over, right?
Yep. I think there's been actually promo stuff out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shots of him. Doesn't look horrible. I mean, my God. I would have rather. There's a guy on the 100 and on Shameless and a couple other things, and he looks just like Geralt. Wouldn't have mind. I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. I'm just trying to see now the movies that are upcoming this month. And let's see. I
don't think there's a whole lot left coming out that would be of interest.
Heart Eyes we haven't watched yet, and that's one of those horror movies.
Heart Eyes, okay.
It's like when you see it in the trailers, the guy's like Heart Eyes. It's almost like a horror comedy.
Okay.
Captain America: Brave New World, The Gorge, The Monkey.
The Gorge started on Apple Plus today, I think it was, or Friday.
Sigourney Weaver, Anna Taylor-Joy, Miles Teller. Yeah, I've seen some advertisements for that. Cleaner. Oh, that's a Daisy Ridley action movie.
Okay.
My Dead Friend Zoe. Shaniqua Martin Green.
Okay.
Cole Walt, no address. The Accidental Getaway Driver.
These all sound like dumped on streaming.
A lot of them do look like it. Not many of them look like they have like big names attached to them, but then again, it's February, and it's dumped in February.
Yeah,
March.
true enough.
Not really much, but it looks Novocaine. Oh, Novocaine, that comes out on my birthday. That's one Jack Quaid, and he's somebody who can't feel pain.
Right.
Yeah, have you seen that trailer?
No, but you've mentioned it before.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Like there's like spots in the trailer sticking his hands in like hot oil and everything like that, and guys are stabbing him, and Buddy's trying to torture him at one point. He's like, "Ow!" I mean, "Ow!" Trying to make it seem like he's getting, but he can't feel pain, right?
Can't feel pain.
But the day the Earth blew up, a Looney Tunes movie. Okay.
Okay, so does that mean Marvin the Martian finally wins and blows up the Earth? Because he was always going to make the Earth go kaboom.
Yeah. He wants the big... Oh, and Snow White comes out. That people talk crap about it, but like it hasn't even come out yet. People have been talking it up for like 2 years, crapping on it. I'm like, it's not even out yet.
But this is what the internet age has done to us. Like we hear of things that, might or might not be any good, and people just lose their minds.
Death of a Unicorn. We saw the trailer for that one.
Death of a Unicorn.
It's Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Will Poulter, Tay Leone. They run over a unicorn.
Okay.
And they're just like, no.
Is this a comedy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, there's another one, Friendship. We saw a trailer for yesterday. It's Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson. And like, his wife is urging like Tim Robinson to like hang out with these guys, and it's very stylized, but it's like, it looks like they're playing it serious as a thriller, but it's a comedy. But it's like the woman across the street who watched her, that one, what's her name, did where it's all the casseroles and all she's doing drinking wine, and there's like a murder mystery that isn't even a mystery.
Right.
But they're playing it up as like a thriller. He's like in a friends group, and then he gets pushed out and all this stuff. But like, it's supposed to like just this crazy comedy. Friendship. When is that, anyways? Let me see now.
Because that definitely sounds like dumped on streaming.
Oh no, the trailer we saw for that, it looks hilarious, but I think it actually comes out a little bit sooner. Filmography. My God, no. There's like Wikipedia can't put everything under the one.
No, of course not.
It is Friendship. Nope, stop that. I hate touchscreens sometimes. There we go. Friendships. I think it's out already. Oh, it is.
What
I
service?
can find that. It was out in September.
Oh, okay.
It is, yeah. It's him, Tim Robinson, Kate Mara. Like, there's like, you recognize a few of the actors that pop up. It just looks like this, like, fun, like, it's not meant to be a blockbuster or anything, but it's like a comedy played as a thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, everyone's like very stylized characters, and you can tell they're doing a character and stuff like that. But
right,
like,
yeah.
the trailer plays as like,
Something
this
serious.
is a thriller, but it is a comedy.
Right.
Yeah. So like, it's not supposed to be serious at all, but the people in it are acting serious.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. They're playing it straight.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's my kind of movie, but
yeah,
all right.
But I'm trying to see now. There's not much else until April.
Yeah,
That's our new thaw out now.
Yeah, they've dropped a couple of big blockbusters just to get us through the winter, and then we're going to pick up in.
Oh yeah, we kick off April with a Minecraft movie.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one with Jack Black, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not a
God.
kid, thank God, so I'm not going to watch. Oh, The Accountant 2 comes out in April.
Yeah. No, that looks good.
The trailer dropped for that yesterday.
Yeah. It's got obviously Ben Affleck and
Barenthal's in it.
Johnny Barenthal, and
He's
so is
in it a lot more actually.
Yeah, and so is Frank Grillo.
Yeah, and there's another character in it. It's not J.K. Simmons. It's somebody else, but he does early, whatever. But he's a big name. But another Final Destination movie in May.
Jeez, see another one. Right, like we were talking about this earlier, right? Like how many more times can you milk that cow?
That poor cow.
Right? Like what's that? Final Destination 52?
Probably.
Right? Jeez.
Like they go back and loop around in that. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing that.
Friendship comes out in May. Apparently, it was out at TIFF in
September.
Yeah, Karate Kid Legends, which is like that newer Karate Kid movie and Cobra Kai.
Yep, mixed together.
Yep.
So, and Jackie Chan, isn't it? Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio and
Jaden Smith.
is it Jaden Smith?
I'm pretty sure it's Jaden Smith because I don't think he's doing anything else and not costing that much.
What was up with him the other day at the Grammys?
I don't know. He was beam fodder. That stuff
Like-
on his head.
Like, seriously, he had his head inside of a box that looked like a house.
Yeah.
What is wrong with
One of the best
celebrities?
Photoshop somebody did was instead of the house, it was Castle Grayskull and his face was sticking through.
Perfect.
Yeah. But it's just, 28 years later, that's the newest 28 zombie thing or whatever. World of John Wick ballerina, that's one where Anna de Armas.
Yeah. Look, I'm actually looking forward to that one.
Yeah, she does. Megan 2.0.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the first one yet, but that one looks interesting.
But like this one in July, Untold Trey Parker movie. I can't figure out what that's going to be, but it's probably going to be pretty crass.
Oh, it's got Trey Parker, yeah.
Yeah. The Naked Gun.
What?
Yeah, they rebooted The Naked Gun. It's Liam Neeson.
What?
Yep.
No. No. Only Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, I watched a real weird one the other day. We're almost done, but like, if you like weird comedy movies, this is a movie called Gentlemen Broncos. It's by the same bunch who made Napoleon Dynamite. They only made it a few years later. It is so weird and so funny. It's about this kid who's like homeschooled by Stifler's mom. But she's like, she makes this gaudy women's wear in her little boutique. Everything looks like it's from the 80s, but like the ugly part of the 80s. Even though it's like made in like 2008.
Like 1980 to 1989?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like she drives a celebrity and stuff like that. And Jamie Clement's in it as like a writer that the young feller meets at a writing convention. Because his mom still sends him out and like, other things. Just, I guess she just has separation anxiety while she won't let him not be homeschooled. But like Jamie Clement steals his, the thing they wrote, Yeast Lords, about this guy who gets superpowers or whatever from yeast, and every time somebody reads like his stories, it cuts to like a portrayal of it with Sam Rockwell.
Okay.
But then when Buddy steals it and he changes a few things, the Rockwell character and everything changes, so he changes him to be like a trans character with like long blonde hair. It's not done with punching down or anything like that.
Right,
but like
right, yeah.
the sidekicks are different. Instead of his Link's companion, it's now a dog and stuff like that. And it's very like, all the characters are pretty weird, but like it's like that like Napoleon Dynamite kind of weird, kind of not cringe but awkward feel to it. But like the little things where like they fade off to like see like instead of like somebody reading out the story, you see it being acted out. And
right.
Even that's so weird. Like I don't know if you ever see in your feed like the Cyclopses with like the wigs or whatever, and like he's like Cyclops there, Cyclops there, Cyclops there. Well, I didn't know what that was when I saw it in my feed, and I looked it up. I was like, oh, and I watched it. It was like, I love it, but it's like it's so weird. It's so weird.
I'll be honest with you, I've never watched Napoleon Dynamite.
No.
And I'll tell you why I've never watched it. I tried.
Yeah.
And it turned me off so much.
See, I love those movies.
I could not. There was nothing that could be happening on screen that would keep me interested in
Like
that
Angela
movie.
likes a bit of weird stuff, but I didn't think she was going to go for that weird, so I watched it at home, and like I watched it and I wasn't disappointed. But like I like weird movies.
Yeah.
Like not like so much like Eraserhead weird, but like this was totally my weird. And it's so.
About this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us or send us your feedback through social media. You're watching Rogers TV.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
Four nations facing off.
For what? For friend.
And foe.
For teammates.
Turned rivals. For the frozen ponds of Sweden.
And Scottsdale.
For still believing in miracles.
Lejonal. 40 kronor.
For the Maple Leafs.
For the entire world to see.
Four nations facing off.
Boys in a better life.
Here's to you.